You're supposed to be vetting doctors and vetting hospitals and knowing what an MRI costs and knowing what a CT scan costs. And does it cost different if I have this doctor or this doctor? It's completely immoral.
Healthcare is a human right. The people at this table have failed Americans for 30 years.
In the richest country on earth, why don't we have the best healthcare system in the world? That's the question, I think. All right, and it's going to require radical solutions.
It pains me to think that somebody in America who has an issue with their health needs to navigate the system, and their chance of succeeding in the system is so low.
This is the brightness of the Canadian version, and this is the brightness of artificial food dyes.
We're poisoned by what we eat. We then become dependent on drugs to keep ourselves alive, and then we rack up medical bills until they take us to bankruptcy.
Without access to health care, these doctors say that people will die, and they're calling on lawmakers on Capitol Hill to do something.
I'm scared for our country. So my goal is to tell Congress that I'm not there to reform healthcare, I'm there to replace it. We just arrived in DC. The White House is just over there across the street. We have 2 days. We're gonna meet with members of Congress, but I honestly think the odds are against me of succeeding on this trip. I'm truly an outsider. I had my entire suitcase packed with my clothes, and then right before I left, someone's like, hey, you need a suit. And I was like, oh man, I don't have a suit. I haven't worn a suit in years. The suit I have does not fit me anymore. And so with 1 minute to spare this morning before we had to take off, I ran to Talmadge's room and I found he had a suit that did in fact fit. Otherwise, I had clothing that was probably going to be seen as disrespectful to the people I was gonna meet. If I'm going to do this, I have to play a game. It's not my preferred game. I prefer other things in life, but if I'm going to do this, here's what it's gonna require.
Lawmakers remain deadlocked more than a week into this shutdown now. Any sign that there is going to be some bipartisan agreement?
No.
Why fight this battle now?
Enrollment period opens on November 1st. Premiums, copays, and deductibles for tens of millions of Americans are going to dramatically increase.
Once you step into a political landscape, you bifurcate the world. You're either on one side or the other. So you are friendly with one side, you make enemies with the other, and I've not wanted to do that. I went into the meetings as someone interested in health. Nothing is going to define the world more than AI. So I think that don't die really is more than just a fad. It's like a new way of being human. And so we're betting really big that this moment is bigger than we think.
Just right now, and I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. If it doesn't come from the guy sitting in the White House, it's hard to get to where you want to go.
Yeah.
Really, we have to be a support staff. We can't be the lead.
Yeah.
So
don't die is not important to them. They're dealing with urgent priorities of how do I get my campaign funded? How does this bill get resolved? Like they see right in front of their face. And I'm talking about this future of like, hey, where are we headed as a species? How do we think about long-term health as a country? There's such a huge divide. We're in different worlds altogether.
You're making a show of this to make yourself relevant.
It's sad. You can easily sign on to
You're embarrassing yourself right now.
In the DC ecosystem is an intense social game. It operates on lack of sleep, enormous amounts of alcohol, and a work ethic, like you grind all the time. There are rules, there are status points, there's levels. It really is its own silo. Good to see you. I went to so many different events and people basically just like roll around all day, meeting with people, sharing information, who's aligning with who to get what stuff done. And then that results in people working 18-hour days. That's why they get so burnt out. Let's go over here. So we had one of our meetings that was canceled. So we're like, hey, let's just go grab a bite. And I was at that point curious, like what is a bite at Capitol Hill? Typical American affair, like donuts, fast food. I think at some point there was like a salad bar, but it was pretty sad. Like it wasn't much there. It's definitely not a culture of health at all. How many people are in this building on a daily basis?
Thousands of people.
After seeing the culture of sleep deprivation, running on alcohol, caffeine, and really poor nutrition, I thought, this is the energy fueling how we make laws. It's like, how does anything ever get done?
Don't sit here and try to lecture us about whether or not we did our job. We did our job.
In our minds, there's such a thing as a US government, but just individuals that are riding on some scaffolding, and ultimately, it's just people.
Bryan, thank you so much for being with us. I'm really fascinated by what you're trying to accomplish. Are you afraid of dying?
No, I'm not.
So then what is it that guides this quest toward immortality?
So when I was going through this process, we went through all the scientific literature. We said, what are the best performing foods and nutrients that one can digest? I did it myself. We tested in a third-party lab. My friend said, I want access. I said, sure, here you go. We just made it available to other people. They can choose it if they want. If they want to do it on their own. I open sourced the entire thing.
I don't think you can win by changing the healthcare system. You have to build over it. And so what I'm trying to do with Blueprint is like rebuild the healthcare system from the ground up, from the most basic things like how do you sleep, all the way through advanced therapies. We raised $60 million to build Blueprint and try to become the best health system in the world, to combine wearables, basic blood draws and food, skincare, hair care, prescriptions, protocols. No one does that. And so I think if we can solve that elegantly, it's a model for the whole country to follow.
We aren't able overnight to solve all the problems that this country faces. But is that any good reason why we should say, let's not even try? All who are committed to this great effort of moving this country forward, come and give us your help.